Hey everyone, Tommy Marquez here with some more Masters coverage leading up to the games. And last year, the inclusion of the 35 to 39 division meant that some former individual athletes now had the opportunity to make a seamless transition over to the Masters competition. Kyle Kasperbauer seized that opportunity and became the very first men's champion in the 35 to 39 division. He's back this year. He was first in the online qualifier, and now he joins me via Skype. Kyle, thank you so much for chatting with me today.
Yeah, you bet. Thanks for having me.
So you're an OG of the sport. You've been around since, the dusty hills of Aromas. Looking at your preparation now for the games, how has that kind of training and prep for the top level of the sport changed over the years?
Well, I think one of the big things is just overall volume right off the bat. In 2009, it was a completely different sport, and I would like to say that everything's changed, whether it from the standpoint of the amount of intensity throughout the day, the amount of volume throughout the day, the weights in the workouts have gone through the roof. The length of the workouts, the emphasis of recovery after you work out, before you work out, and the days that when you're not in the gym. So, it's definitely gone a long way since the dusty hills in Aroma. So.
And along the way, you've been very successful. You're the only athlete to finish on the podium for the team competition, the individual, and the Masters competition. Looking back at those 3 years, what would you say is maybe the common thread for you in being able to be successful across all three divisions?
Well, I think there's a couple things with that, but a big part of it is continually practicing the seasons, making CrossFit, if we're gonna make CrossFit a sport, and you're gonna use CrossFit as a sport versus longevity, which it does a great job of, is staying within the season. So you've got in season, then you have postseason, off season, and preseason, and just practicing that within the sport to where when you're in season, you're in it 100%, and you're staying on task with that every single day, every single week throughout the months. And then when the season is over, such as after the games, you get out of it for a little bit and you refresh yourself mentally, refresh yourself physically. And then once you get done with that, whether that's a couple weeks, couple months, you get back in it and you start your off-season preparation, your strength, and hitting those weaknesses that you missed before. One of the tricks with CrossFit, though, is that there's actually almost 3 mini seasons within a very long 6-month season from January to August. And Open being one of those, and then regionals, and then games. And the Open, it's almost more stressful mentally than it is physically, just because it's 5 weeks long. You get a workout announced that week. You have 4 days to complete it. If you have to redo the workout, you do it. And then you're almost prepping for a little bit of recovery after that workout, and then into one training day, and then boom, right into the next Open workout. So that's a little mini season within that. And then after the Open, you take a quick break, whether that's 2 or 3 days or a week. And then the same thing after that week is a prep for regionals. And then after regionals, a small break, and then off to games prep. So that's a big part of it for me, is really utilizing the seasons and listening to my body.
And so now you had your first experience of the Masters competition last year, winning the 35 to 39 division. What was maybe one of your biggest takeaways or things you learned from your first trip as a master to the games?
Well, one of those is that it is a very competitive division. I didn't know what to expect going into it. I didn't know. Last year I knew 3 or 4 people that I was competing against, and then the rest I had no idea who they were. And immediately right off the bat, first event, I quickly realized that it's a very competitive division. The great thing was that every single person that I was competing against had a very similar story. They were a dad with a couple kids and looking to do this CrossFit thing and compete at it and see where it goes. So So that was very cool to get to know these those competitors, because they're all great guys, and it was really fun. It also it was an eye opener to the fact that, or not an eye opener. It was confirming to me that the approach that we took from 2017 prep for that games, and the success that I saw in 2017, it confirmed that the approach and the strategy was on point. So I want to try to continue that for 2018.
As a member of the affiliate community and kind of one of the people at the forefront of helping spread CrossFit, I know you got some cool stuff coming down the pipe for you guys in the next coming months. Do you care to share that?
No, yeah, we're very excited. We had an opportunity and we took advantage of it. We're building a brand new building from the ground up. We own the land, we own the building, and we're creating a space for the member, for the community, and also for the coaches as one, because the community is members, coaches, and kids, and we're very excited about that. And that should be finished, brand new building, finished. 12,000 square feet. We're very excited about that. Should be finished in a couple months here at the most. So pending construction, you know how that goes.
Kyle, thank you so much for joining me today. Thanks for taking the time to chat, and we'll see you in Madison and wish you best of luck along the way.
Thank you, Tommy. Thanks for having me.
You can catch Kyle and the rest of the men's 35 to 39 division throwing down at the games in about a month. Crazy that it's here already. And if you haven't, tickets are still available to get you guys to the games. If you need lodging, please go check out CrossFitHotels.com. That'll help point you in the right direction to get all of your accommodation needs. We'll have some continued coverage leading up to the games, and you can get it all at games.crossfit.com.